Good day to you, welcome. It's me, Andy here, and it is Training the Right Way. And as you know, I'm on a mission to find AI Studio that is both cheap or free and actually does a good job. Well, in my search I found one that was on a YouTube video. It was called Z.AI. Z.AI. Yeah, very original. However, the video made it look like it was excellent choice because not only was it a studio, it was free. So free to use, no issues. Although if you search for it, you'll find that there is some information regarding there is a possible charge. I haven't found it yet, but maybe soon. I have been using it on and off for around a week or just over a week. The problem is that for about 3 days, I think, it didn't work at all. It was actually the error messages where from the website was saying that it couldn't be loaded. And that happened again. I had, maybe 1 or 2 days, and then it went off. It disappeared for 2 days and then came back for a day and then disappeared. Yesterday I decided to do some work on it again. It was working, and we got to a point where we'd done a really lot of work on the website and it was looking really good. And of course I thought, well, I'll leave it till tomorrow, i.e. today, come back and carry on. Unfortunately, what I found out was all of the changes had been rolled back a long way. I mean, it probably been rolled back a week in progress because everything that we'd fixed was now not there, unfixed, and very, very annoyed about that. Luckily for last night, before I left it, I decided to get it to upload everything to GitHub. Now, this was the plan originally, was to use GitHub and then go from there using Supabase and Vercel and things like that to host the website. It's using all new stuff, so my shared hosting will not be able to cope at the moment, although I am going to be changing that shortly because of the other video you can watch here, which is 123 Reg. I had a little bit of a rant. You can watch that very soon, or you have watched it. So yeah, I am thinking about changing servers to my own server, and then I will be able to run all of this stuff. But at the moment I can't, so it is stuck with having to use alternatives, and I've signed up for the free. However, as we know, free is not always good. And as I'm discovering with Z.AI, free is not always good because I keep on losing my work. It's very, very annoying. And even now, I've just had a quick look. Some of the changes that we made have not been done again. What we did was we backed up to GitHub. The AI has now downloaded all of that back into the server, so it should be roughly where we were last night. However, it's not. Let's go and have a look at the environment and some other stuff. So this is my website and the AI builder. It's using GLM5 as a model. I mean, programmingly wise, it's okay. It programs quite well. However, it does make a few minor errors that it has to go and check all the time. But before I get it back to test it, it does go through some tests itself. It does use lint to check the code. The other AI didn't do that, but this one does. One one frustrating thing that it keeps on saying is clear your browser cookies. Well, I really don't want to do that all the time because I have other websites I use with cookies, and if I keep on removing my website cookies, I will lose all my settings in the other websites. They're a bit of a pain in the ass. So I'm a bit frustrated with that idea, but obviously it's saying that you need to clear it because it will keep the JWT errors from the old sessions. So yes and no. However, if that's the solution, I just really can't be bothered with it because it's very, very annoying. Anyway, so the website itself is not fully functional. Unfortunately, we're in the process of testing this. Now, I generally will open it into a new tab because that's the best way. Now, we have logged in. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. Now, the problem we had, one of the problems was that the menus had no background to it, and it looks like this one's not got a proper background to it because you can see the line. However, we have fixed the going to the dashboard item, which wasn't working before when you log in. So here is the dashboard that we have, and of course we're in the process of testing this to see if it works. And of course the major problems we've had with it are it doesn't work. It's very, very annoying. The courses management, I mean, what the AI put in here about 12 courses, but I've reduced that down because I'm not, these are all made up anyway, so I don't really want them. And when we come to time to put the real stuff on, then there's an example of the menu background not being it's see-through, transparent, should be white. There's no, I mean, you can see the lines through it, so it's like, what the heck is that all about? Who makes a menu with a transparent background? I don't know. None of these items work except for delete and edit. And then we get this error message, which is tip tap. Yeah. So basically, it wanted to install Quill, and I said no way, because I've had experience of Quill, React Quill, before with base 44, and it doesn't work properly. This one is we did have it working, but the problem is it's not working all the time. So it's installed TipTap as a rich text editor, which clearly has a few issues, and it took it off just now before, but it's put it back on. I don't understand why it's put it back on, but this clearly is going to stop me from testing it. And one of the issues that we have with this builder. So I will copy that because it's a problem that we've already fixed. And the problem was to do with inputs and outputs. Apparently there's no outputs on this, and it's obviously trying to do that as far as I understand. But this one here is to do with colour. It highlights it quite well, but what it turned out was that some of these TipTap things are not installed, but they should be. I don't get it how it cannot install these items. But anyway, let's see what it says. So we can't go any further with that because it's broken. Let's put that into the chat, and it will probably tell me that it's going to either fix it or it's going to remove TipTap altogether, and then we end up with something which is rubbish. But let's see what it says. So bear in mind that we've already fixed all this stuff, and it will go through and check the TipTap packages, and it will determine that some of them are not there. And there was a file, there was a folder that wasn't there before, and it removed Shift Tab and put in something else. But now it's put it back in. It's just very, very frustrating. See, it says there they are installed. Full restart with cache clear. I mean, what can you say? Because I personally, I can program basic, but I'm not really understanding what's going on with this. It's using Next.js, React. And the idea of this was to make a really good base fully full type site, a reactive. But clearly, even in base fully full, it didn't really work that well. However, it did work 100% better than this one, because there are still errors and problems. So let's just wait and see what it says, and we'll find out what the answer was. So it might be the browser. Oh God, here we go. So Control Shift R. Yeah, I can do that. I've tried a new window, private window. It doesn't work in private window. It's the same. But I always do Control Shift R. So, and then of course we got the browser cache again, which I don't really want to do that. Not all the time anyway. One time only, because I lose all my other stuff. It's not just affecting this one thing. Anyway, we'll see. So it's going to verify the file is correct. But it will probably come back with the fact that the tip tab has a problem. Although a few days ago it didn't have a problem, and it was working okay. Of course, I didn't test it. I left it overnight, and then of course I came back and found out the whole site was down. And what happens is, I can't remember the actual exact error, but it's something to do with the certificate for the site. It seems like it's been crashed or deleted. But when it comes back, it came back before with everything okay, but then we hadn't made much progress. We had done a lot of work on it, but not as much. Only the other day when it came back and it was broken, i.e. this morning, luckily for me, I had a GitHub backup from last night, because I thought, I'm not having that again. Not having that problem again. And luckily for me, it was there, but it wasn't entirely how it was last night. And I don't know why the backup is not how it was, because it was working fine. I was just about to test the course builder after the rebuild from the day or two downtime over the weekend. So it's saying that is fine. So what we'll do what it says. Let's give it into another window. Control Shift R. So we see we're still logged in. So maybe I should log out. Let's log out. There is a there we go. So log out didn't work. Error connection refused. So I have logged out, I think. Let's try that again. So let's do refresh, open tab. No, yeah, okay. So there was an issue. I'll have to get them to check that in a minute, but let's log in. Luckily, I haven't got to keep on typing this in. It goes to My Learning. I've told it many times it shouldn't go to My Learning. It should go to the admin site, because I am admin. I'm not interested in My Learning. This is for students. But yeah, so I'm going to have to tell it about that again. So we've got the admin part of this. So this is the admin, as we saw before. Let's just go around and check to obviously clearly see if it's been done. I doubt it very much because the menu, yeah, the menu's not there. So edit, let's see if that works. Okay, we've got the error again, so it's not working. Definitely not working. Definitely a tip-tap problem. I don't know what else to do. Control Shift R. It's definitely a build error, so that it's not, you know, doing a Control Shift R to refresh is not going to fix the error, the build error. It's a module not found, so it is definitely tip-tap is a problem. But while we're here, let's just have a look at, before we go, if you put in Z.AI, well, just put Z.AI with a space. If you put Z.AI, you'll go to the website, which obviously you can do, but it is the listing of various sites here. So it's powered by GLM 5 and GLM 4.7. It is a free AI-powered assistance. Build websites, create slides, analyze data, and it's fast, reliable, fast, smart, and reliable. I would argue the point about that myself, but there you go. Is this the best assistant? Well, if you're talking about free, then possibly. It even says there, this tool offers a free tier for basic use, but paid plans to include Lite and Pro. I've never come across those, so I don't know. It's never asked me for any money. It's also never stopped me from working on it, and I have been working on this on and off for a week. So I don't know when it's going to actually come up with this, but it's saying that the API is 11 cents per million tokens. Competitor ChatGPT as well. Claude offers superior creative writing, but higher costs. Yeah, so obviously, but you can use the free version of Claude anyway. Upgrade to Lite for frequent use. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, well, I've not done that. So AI slides, magic design, code generation, writing assistant, API access. Who is this for? It is, of course, if you want to, if you're sort of worried about it, it is Chinese. So if you're worried about that aspect of it, then it's probably not for you. But it works well for developers, marketers, and students. So it will allow you to build full stack apps, although not yet. Free basic access, strong coding, affordable paid plans. I haven't met any of those yet, but it's a free AI chatbot. How does the free tier? It allows unlimited basic chats, but limited advanced prompts like complex coding. I've not come across that yet. I've asked it to do quite a lot, and I would say comparable. It is doing. It hasn't said no. Put it that way. It's just this issue with this tip-tap thing. And of course, paid plans somewhere. Let's go and see if we can visit the site and see what happens there. So yeah, it just gives you the prompt as per usual. And this is exactly where I started from. But there is the models. 5 is the latest, GLM 4.7 and 4.6 with more models, 4.6, and that one there's plain 4.6, and that was 4.6b. Oh, it's a visual model. Okay, That would be quite interesting. So, chat history, yeah, we've got that there. So you can see. It also does image AI. Let's try that out because that would be quite interesting. Some of these image generators, they really do a good job, and some are rubbish. So let's do, I don't know, 16 by 9. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I wonder whether it will go off and find me, because obviously I've got a website, Facebook, YouTube. See whether it references my UK travel site. Yeah, so just give it a general thing, see what comes up. Sometimes they come up with some nice stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure I like the words, and I spelled that wrong. Anyway, ditability, or maybe that spelled it wrong, I don't know. So it's got train, it's got a very weird bus. That looks like a really weird bus. Got some tables, historic buildings, taxi, got a boat, a plane. Yeah. What's that say on? You know what that says on that telephone box? Doesn't say telephone anyway, put it that way. The words are wrong. Anyway, let's see if we can correct. Can we correct it? Let's see what happens. It's probably not going to do it because I've not referenced the actual item. It's going to try and create a title for that from scratch, probably. See what happens. So it's a good picture, but it wasn't. It was a bit weird with that bus being. Alright, it's just done the titles. It's only done the titles rather than the actual picture itself. Yeah. Okay. Very limited in terms of it's not very creative. I've not really told it to do a lot, but it's been left to do a basic thing, and that's what it's come up with. I mean, technically, that picture is fine. I mean, it's quite a good picture, really, except for the bus there, which is a bit weird. It's got the back end on the side. Seems like it's done it a little bit strangely. Got a train, and it's got the track with a restaurant table on the track. Which is quite funny, really. And also there's nobody, because normally when you say disability, the AI will go off and put people in wheelchairs as well. There isn't anybody here I can see in a wheelchair. So yeah. Right, that's it then. I made this video really long, but you can see that Z.AI, if it's still working, when you get to use it, you'll find that it can do a lot of things, but be prepared. Make sure that you back up your work, because you will find that you will lose everything. So there we go. That is Z.AI Studio, and that's my verdict for it. So hope it was useful for you, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye for now.